All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Taylor, and I am a physician assistant student at OHSU. This presentation is about challenging the idea that being tan makes you more attractive and teaching you how to protect your skin so that it stays beautiful naturally. First off, a little about me. I have been in my PA program for nearly 2 years and will be graduating at the end of this summer. If you're not familiar with physician assistants, we do most things that doctors do: diagnose and treat disease, prescribe medications, and work with primary care as well as just about every medical specialty. The main difference is that we always have a team-based approach with at least one doctor who's available to help us if we need. I plan to work in women's health, but I'm also interested in dermatology. I have a strong interest in melanoma because of a family history of melanoma skin cancer. And personally, I care a lot about aging well from the inside out. So that's why I chose to present on this topic and teach you things that I wish I had known when I was your age. So my goal today is for you to learn what melanoma is, how it affects young people, and be able to evaluate your personal risk factors for skin cancer, understand the risks of tanning and how it ages your skin, recognize when to get a mole checked out, and know how to protect your skin from the sun. We are going to start out with some questions to introduce the topic. I was planning on bringing treats into the classroom for this part, so I'm sorry it can't be more interactive. So what causes 90% of skin cancers? This is an easy one. It's ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Just one blistering sunburn during your teenage years can double your risk of melanoma. True, false, your skin cancer risk goes up significantly each and every time you tan. This is true. Just a single indoor tanning session can increase your melanoma risk by 20%. And women who tan indoors under the age of 30, I'm raising my hand here because this applies to me, unfortunately, have a 6-fold increased risk of developing melanoma. True or false, spray tans and tanning lotions are not safe. This is false. Lotions and spray tans are definitely safe alternatives to actual tanning. Just make sure to hold your breath if you're getting a spray tan to avoid inhaling those particles. True or false, it's just as important to wear sunscreen on a cloudy winter day as it is during summer. I think this is a common misconception. This is true. 80% of the UV radiation from the sun gets through to the Earth's surface, even on a cloudy day. So year-round, you should be wearing sunscreen on exposed skin. True or false, getting a base tan reduces your risk of sunburn. This is another really popular misconception. This is false. A base tan only provides a maximum SPF of 3, so that is a cop-out excuse to get tan before a vacation. It does not protect your skin at all. True or false, teenagers don't get skin cancer. This is also false. Melanoma is actually on the rise in young people. The rates of the skin cancer in young people have been going up for the past 20 to 30 years. True or false, tanning beds are safer than the sun. This is also false. The bulbs in tanning beds are actually 2 to 15 times stronger than the midday sun. So, what exactly is melanoma? It is a devastating, sometimes fatal cancer, and like all other forms of skin cancer, is largely preventable and is 98% curable if it's caught early. And why should you care? The incidence rates of melanoma are outpacing nearly all other cancer types over the past 30 years, and the upward trend is particularly alarming among young people as well as in the state of Oregon. So that is why I'm talking to you as a group of young people in Oregon. So you can see here the rates of melanoma in Oregon are disproportionately high. We are 6th and 7th highest in the nation for incidence and deaths compared to a relatively low incidence and death rate for all other types of cancer in our state. This is thought to be in large part due to more time that we Oregonians spend doing outdoor activities, and we use less sun protection because it's cloudy for so much of the year here. If we zoom in on Oregon, we see that Washington, Multnomah, and Clackamas counties are all dark blue. So a lot of the skin cancers are occurring in our local communities. For young people, the incidence of melanoma has skyrocketed since tanned skin came into vogue. Since indoor tanning became available in the 1970s, there's been an increase of 8 times as many melanoma cancers in young women and 4 times as many in young men. When you think about your personal risk factors, there are things you can and can't control. Non-modifiable factors that increase your risk include a family history of melanoma, fair skin and light hair and eye color, easy burning and poor tanning, and having a lot of moles, especially larger and darker colored moles. As far as what you can control, overexposure to UV radiation when you're young is the most important factor in developing melanoma. Spending excessive time in the sun or in tanning beds at your age and into your 20s is a major risk factor. This graphic shows 3 types of UV radiation. You can see UVC doesn't get through to us, so that's not very important, but UVA and UVB both cause cancer and aging of the skin, but B is the type you get mostly from midday summer sun that causes sunburns, so think B for burns, whereas UVA is less likely to cause burns but can damage your skin year-round. So this is why I said it's so important to wear sunscreen on exposed skin every day, all year, even on the most dreary winter day in the Pacific Northwest. And these are UV photos that show the invisible sun damage to deep layers of the skin. You can see even this young boy has darker areas of damage on his nose and cheeks. We are going to watch a video next, but feel free to take a break here if you need, and then go on to the next video, which shows the UV camera in action.